Now let's look again at page 123 in your student books. Let's look at our big idea questions. Where did jazz music come from, and why do people make music? Let's discuss these questions for a bit. Now I want you to jot an answer to the questions in your student books. We'll come back to these questions after we finish our exploration of jazz. You will have much more to add to your answers. You can edit your answers as you gain information. You will continue gaining independence with the text preview process. Skilled readers do this automatically and independently. We have talked about how informational text has specific text features that provide clues about the topic and other important information. Today, we also talked about author's purpose or the reason for writing the text. Text features provide a big clue about the author's reason for writing. When looking at text features, pay attention to how these features inform you as the reader. Do the pictures teach you something, entertain you, or attempt to persuade you to do something? What do the words in the bold font and the margin information tell you? What kind of clues do they provide? Think about the author's purpose or reason for writing the text while previewing the text features. Text features are listed on page 123 for your reference. Let's read the list of features together. You should be looking at your book and following along. Title, pictures and captions, headings, margin information, maps, charts, and graphs. Let's review how each of these text features improve our reading comprehension. I will read each item in the checklist along with its question. Title. What clue does it provide about the passage? Pictures and captions. What additional information is added here? Headings. What topic will this text include? Margin information. What vocabulary is important to understand this text? Maps, charts, graphs. Are additional visuals present that will help me understand? Preview the text using this checklist to create a new reading habit or routine that occurs automatically and independently over time. Eventually, you will preview informational text without using the checklist at all. I'm going to give you 5 minutes to preview the text using the checklist. Turn to page 124 in your student books. In each unit, we start by thinking about what we know about each of our passage vocabulary words. Look at the vocabulary rating scale on the board.
I apologize for the interruption. I have one important announcement. The girls' bathroom in the high school building is out of order. We have no water in that bathroom at this time. It will probably go like that until at least tomorrow. So, girls, if you must use the bathroom, you will have to use the bathroom in the gym, please. If it's an emergency, come see me.
The vocabulary rating scale is on the board. Remember to mark a 0 if you've never heard the word before, circle a 1 if you've heard the word but are not sure how to use it, a 2 if you're familiar with the word but not sure if you know the correct meaning, and a 3 if you know the meaning of the word and can use it correctly in a sentence. Let's look at our list of words on page 124. Recipe, steady, simple, plantation, social, demand, combine, and express. I want you to take about 2 minutes and rate your knowledge of each of the words. You've rated your knowledge and talked about what you think the words mean. Now, let's discuss the words. Let's read the first word together. Recipe. A recipe is a list of things needed and directions for making something. What is a list of things needed and directions for making something called? Since baking requires exact ingredients, it's important to follow the recipe. Prepared foods do not require a recipe because the directions do not require ingredients, only heating instructions. A recipe can also be a formula. The recipe for reading success is daily practice, a good attitude, and a strong vocabulary. Let's read the next word together. Steady. Steady means not subject to change or constant. What means not subject to change or constant? The steady breeze kept us cool on a hot summer day. Gas prices are not always steady, especially during holidays. The roofers worked with a steady beat until lunchtime. Let's read the next word together. Simple. Simple means having few parts or being easy to understand. If something is easy to understand, what is it? It is best to learn to cook using a simple recipe with few ingredients. We memorized a simple script for our first play. A simple sentence has one subject and one predicate. Let's read our next word together. Plantation. A plantation is a large farm where crops are grown. What is a large farm where crops are grown called? Before the Civil War, southern plantations grew cotton and tobacco using slave labor. Florida has many plantations of orange trees. A plantation often includes housing for the owner and field workers. Let's read the next word together. Social. Social means friendly or involving several people. What word means friendly or involving several people? Facebook is a social network. Many people are involved. We will have a social gathering after school. Schools have many social clubs available to students. Let's read the next word together. Demand. Demand means requirement or need. What word is a requirement or need? There is a demand for good teachers. They are needed across the country. His job makes many demands on his time. He is required to work late. Clean water is in great demand. Everyone needs clean water to drink. Let's read the next word together. Combine. Combine means to put together or join. What do you do when you put together or join things? English words combined with Spanish words to create Spanglish. Reading and writing combine to make language arts. We combined our money and bought a souvenir. Let's read the last word together. Express. Express means to communicate in words. What is it if you communicate in words? We expressed our notion our opinion by completing the survey. Her country songs expressed sadness. Artists express themselves through music and writing. Now you will complete a matching activity using this new passage vocabulary.